Have you seen this before?
Yes, but I didn't know it was a model.
It's a part of the Finnish flag.
Part of the Finnish flag.
Is it the diamond book?
Well, it's the cross, for sure.
Jesus, is it?
Isn't it? Isn't it the cross? Should be a bit longer.
It's an energy symbol.
Anyway, we can look at this many ways, but one way to look at this is the horizontal dimension and the vertical dimension of life. Yeah? And the horizontal dimension we can think of as past, present, future. Yeah? So in the horizontal dimension, you're born here and you're dying someplace over here. Yeah? And time is moving like this. So if that's the horizontal dimension of past, present, future, then what is this? Now. So this is the now point. And so the now point, you could say, is moving along this line. It begins here, it moves along here. Now we're here. It's the 21st of October, 2011 at 5:10:40 p.m. Mokom time. And then it moves on and on and on, and then we die. Now, in this dimension of past, present, future, how long is the now? What's the duration of now? Pretty short, huh? So how short is now in the dimension of time?
Because eventually, because it's already gone.
You can't even mention it because it's already gone. It's infinitely small. No, on the dimension of past, present, future, where time is measured in days, hours, seconds, and months and years, how long is the now? It's so small, it disappears into nothingness. Because if you give it any amount of time, it has a beginning and an end, and it's another line. You can divide it into two. So if you say it's 1 second, you can say, well, that's not true. 1 second has duration. So let's give it, it's half a second. But half a second has duration. So it's 1/1,000,000th of a second. That has duration. And so on and so forth. So basically the now disappears and it doesn't even exist. There is no now. There is no now in the dimension of past, present, future. It doesn't exist. It's a mental construct. And in fact, the whole line is a mental construct. It only exists as a thought. Past, present, future, in this sense, only exists as a mental concept. We cannot find it anywhere, because the present moment disappears, and the past only exists as a memory, and the future is only anticipation in my mind. So, this part of the line is memory, which is thinking. This part of the line is future events, which is dreaming.
Worries.
Hmm?
Worries.
Worries or dreams? Dreams or worries, which exists only in my mind, and the present moment has no existence. So that's the, it all, it's hard to grasp, this part. So that's why we have another dimension called the dimension of now. Yeah? And in this dimension, time is different. In this dimension, which is the present moment, time, we stop and we say, you know, the stopping. We're occupied with our mental past, future thinking. It's in a way a dream, you know, it's an illusion of reality because it's all made up. So we stop and we say, what's happening now? 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 Yeah, now, right now. Now I'm feeling agitated, I'm feeling peaceful. We stop and say, what's happening now? And then we go deeper into the now. And the now looks like this. The now goes down and it expands. It becomes richer and richer, bigger and bigger. The experience of presence is obviously something about being present in present time, the now. So the more I really connect with presence, meaning connecting with now, the richer I feel and the bigger it seems, and the more it expands and deepens and goes up and down and in and out. And now becomes the whole of reality. And this dimension, time is not moving. It's always now. Was it ever not now? In this dimension, we realize it was never not now. It never changed. It was just now all the time. And it's always going to be now. It will never be anything else. There is nothing else. There is only now. And the rest is just imagination. It's a made-up reality. It's the story of my life. This is the story of my life. This is my living life, which is always now. So in Zen coaching, and for me, I try in life to recognize my stories and then stop and say, Kåre, right now, what's going on? Little bit of tension. As I notice that, I take another breath and I relax my face a little bit. And I notice there's a stillness in the room. And my body is inside this stillness and it's very expansive. There's something very peaceful and expansive here. And there's nowhere to go. Wherever I go, I'm just going to be in now anyway. It's just experiencing this now. And if I walk from here to the yellow house, it's now the whole way. And what happens is, if we're used to living here, what we'll start noticing is our thinking. And the next thing we'll notice is what I'm feeling. And the next thing I'll notice is my being qualities. And the next thing I'll notice is vastness, which I can't even put names on. It's a deepening into the now. And then, after the being qualities, I notice I'm connecting with some vastness I can't even put any names on, even though I can try. And people try, And all the spiritual traditions have their own names for the nameless. And finally, it's like this is the only reality, and this is just some thoughts coming and going. So, for me, the practice is recognizing when I'm here and when I'm here. And when I'm deep down here, this is included. Then it's no separation. Then past and future is included. It comes in here. It's like this goes around and everything is included. So I can still think about the past and plan the future. That's included. It's not that I can't plan to think about the future, but I'm totally clear it's just ideas now. And it's part of now, this idea of the future. It's not an investment in the happiness of the future. When I'm living here, I'm generally invested in the happiness or the fear for the future. Either the future is going to give me what I long for, or it's going to take away everything I love. Right?